Hi, I'm Steve Larsen, the founder of DeFi Steward, and I want to show you how by addressing just a fraction of the total addressable market for US investment advisors, we are going to bring billions of dollars on chain and even millions of users. So when we explain to people, hey, we have a system where advisors can bring their clients on chain, manage their crypto assets, and they really place the trades for them. What we commonly hear is, hey, why do they need an advisor? Aren't they going to do it themselves? And the answer is no, because they don't do it now. So the reason advisors control $125 trillion of wealth that they trade and manage is because people don't want to do it. Even young, educated, motivated people who are into crypto, people who are into finances still don't do it themselves. That's why they hire an advisor. So we think the number of potential investors for crypto is even higher than that. They're going to want an advisor to help them through this. So what we've built is crypto middleware. Most people don't know, as an investment advisor, which I own, we manage about $250 million here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a layer of software that sits between your client assets and your firm. So for example, we custody at Schwab. We have a piece of software that sits over that allows us to trade efficiently, multiple portfolios at once. It allows us to flexibly bill however we want to bill, and then also put all their assets on one report. So that software doesn't really exist out in crypto, and it specifically doesn't exist with DeFi solutions. And so what we've built is middleware that can do that for custodial accounts at Coinbase and also for self-custodial wallets that we've set up through Magic Wallet. Now we have our own version of the blockchain trilemma. We call it the advisor trilemma. And it may be a little cynical look at advisors, but it's also how you know you can launch products that are going to be successful. Because advisors have a couple things they're looking at every day. One, they want to make more money. That's fair. They're in business. Two, they want to not get sued. So that's compliance. And three, they want to do this with minimal effort. And the other version of that is, of course, scale. How do I make this scale? So those are the three things we're trying to solve for. And like any trilemma, there's trade-offs, but I think we're hitting them very good in the advisor market because I am an advisor and we've done this at our firm. So number one is, how do I grow? How do I make more money? Well, we do that by giving them something unique to talk about. You can bring on more outside assets for your clients. You can have new marketing strategies, which we have templates and systems to grow your business. And also, it's hard to pick up an advisor magazine without there being an article about connecting with the next generation of clients, connecting with the heirs of your existing clients. And crypto creates a tremendous opportunity to do that. And we have strategies and tools for that as well. Secondly is compliance, and this is where we really shine. So obviously, anybody who's stayed in crypto the last couple of years has become a bit of a de facto compliance expert and legal expert. I'm no different. However, my specialty is where it intersects with investment advisor rules and regulations. The Investment Advisor Act of 1940, that affects us much more than whether or not something is a security. So we got a grant a couple of years ago from Nexus Mutual to develop the roadmap for advisors to get on chain. And so we built that, and most of it still stands today, although it's something we keep an eye on. Submitted a comment letter to the SEC for the new custody rule that's 7 or 8 pages, so something I put a lot of research into and understand. And then also we've taken that knowledge and now built the only compliant billing system that's on chain for financial advisors. So they can bill from a non-custodial wallet and stream their AUM fee, which is assets under management. So if you want to charge a client 1% to manage those assets, we can do it through streaming fees, and we can do it all compliantly. In addition to the Nexus grant, had some other great things happen along the way. So we just got a grant from Push Protocol, and then also Superfluid invited us to their Reactor program, which was fantastic and helped a lot. We also want to keep things simple for the advisor and their client. So mentioned the Magic Wallet. We can work with any wallet. We can work with MetaMask, work with Coinbase Wallet, work with Argent. But really the issue is clients typically won't have those. So you have to introduce them, and we want to introduce them to a solution that doesn't have private keys. So that's why we built our own white labeled version of the Magic Wallet. It's a very Web 2 type experience. Get clients on board easily, have integrated Stripe as an on-ramp in there, and create a walled garden of DeFi protocols that we think are appropriate for advisors to use with their clients. And then we also have that kind of TradFi flavor for the scalability, which is, look, you can manage all your clients' accounts at once and see what's going on and send them trades. You can bill however you want. If you're a fixed fee biller, so I bill you $200 a month for my services, we can do that. If you use AUM fees, I charge you 1%. We can do that as well, whatever it takes. And then we can feed all of that information into your existing reporting systems if you like. So total addressable market, I mentioned at the beginning, US registered investment advisors control over $125 trillion of wealth, and that is 100% true. Even my little firm here tucked into the Northwest, we have 250 million. And to move 5 or 10% into crypto is just not that heavy of a lift. Once the market turns, we'll see more and more firms put a decent percentage of it in there. And so the advisor market is growing, the RIA market is growing, and we're constantly looking for advantages, new things to talk to our clients about, new ways to distinguish ourselves in the market, and Steward provides that. So the current business model, so we have a custodial account option and a non-custodial wallet. Most of us are in this for the self-custodial future, but that's not necessarily going to be the immediate future. So we do have a custodial solution built through Coinbase that allows people to use the qualified custodian and keep it simple. They can trade, they can build, they can do everything. And so we can get exchange fees on that. There's a subscription fee per account. So 0 to 10 accounts, 10 to 25, tiered to let you access the trading in those accounts. And then also a third-party marketplace of managers. So we have XYZ manager wants to charge 50 bips for their strategy. We can grab a cut of that or negotiate a deal there. Over on the non-custodial side, swap fees are built in to the non-custodial wallet through 0x exchange, and then streaming payments. So if you're billing your clients $100 a month, we will take 5% of that, scales down to 1%, kind of like a credit card processing fee. And then as we add more protocols, the opportunities for revenue sharing will increase. We don't have any currently, but once there is users, shouldn't be very difficult to add, we don't think. So accomplishments to date, I mentioned a couple of these things. One of the things I've learned from being in business so long is you got to start with the distribution, or it doesn't matter how cool something is that you build. So a partner and I started Planner DAO. It's a DAO of financial advisors who are interested in crypto and expanding their knowledge. We got to have about 2,000 members, active community, and we can use this network. And I am using this network to distribute the product. Also home of the Certified Digital Asset Advisor designation, or the CDAA. Like I mentioned, we got grants from Nexus Mutual, Push, Superfluid, all that. Beta launched really to my firm over a year ago, but we've really only launched to other firms about 3 or 4 months ago. And now we're getting users testing the system and bringing on live clients, and everything is working fantastic. And there's currently about $1 million on the platform, which we're looking to ramp up here, of course, quickly as we can. Reason we're raising funds is a small team. Myself as the founder. I've brought on Anthony Garrett full-time as business development, so need some funds to give him a budget, hit some conferences, travel, do some marketing, and then our developer is part-time. Need to make him full-time, and then hopefully bring on a UI, a front-end designer, developer, part-time, maybe full-time eventually, and build out this development team a little bit. And then down the road, perhaps a project manager, admin, but we can get a long ways with a really small team here and get profitable. What we need to do that is $1 million, and that will give us enough runway to get to profitability, to keep things going, to bring on the extra developers and have a business development budget. Will make that all very doable. So again, here on the standard contact page, but on the right there, that's a screenshot of our actual app that we are just launching currently. And so that will allow advisors to really walk their clients right into crypto. It's got the Stripe on-ramp built in. And then we have a whole process we can walk them through, so they don't say, hey, my clients are here, now what? Well, we have steps that we call Steward Learn. So you teach them how to on-ramp, you teach them how to stake, you teach them how to get interest on their stable coins, you show them what NFTs are, just how to navigate a marketplace. You show them what a DAO is. So basically there's things you can do to educate them, which makes this all work. Secondly, we are also going to conduct a token launch perhaps in conjunction with this fundraising, perhaps separate, but that's on the table. And we have a separate presentation about the tokenomics, which we think are super unique for a utility token and can drive tremendous value to the software system, to our users, and to the holders of the tokens. So thanks for your time, and please follow up with either myself or Anthony at the contact information below. Love to hear from you. Thanks.